Not a single day passes for me without witnessing tears of joy and love around me. Every day somebody will be shedding tears of love and joy. I don't think there's a better way to live in this world, and all of us should strive to create our own circles of joyfulness and pleasantness around us, because if you are not joyful by your own nature, if you are always going around with the fear of suffering, as long as fear of suffering is there within you, you will never walk your life with full stride. It will always be half a step. Most human beings have crippled themselves simply because of fear of suffering. What will happen to me is always the question. Whatever happens, this is how I will be. If this assurance comes to you only now, you will want to scale the peaks of life and see what about it. If it happens, makes no difference to you. If it doesn't happen, makes no difference to you. That's when you would like to really explore every dimension of life. So first and foremost thing is this, that your way of being is not determined by what's around you. If you bring this one aspect to you, there is no fear of suffering. Once there is no fear of suffering, you will traverse the breadth and length of this life without hesitation. When it comes to what you want to do, you must think clearly. It's very important. Thinking clearly means the question is not about what will get me this, what will get me that. Is your life precious to you? All of you, I'm asking, is your life precious to you? So before you invest this life into something, you must look whether today, if I invest my life into this after 25 years, will it still mean a lot to me? After 50 years, will it still mean a lot to me? At the end of my life, you turn back and look. Will I be proud of this, or will I be ashamed of what I'm doing right now? It doesn't matter what other people say, but you should not do anything that you will feel ashamed of, isn't it? So it doesn't matter. People have so many opinions, it's their business, but you don't do something that you will feel ashamed of, isn't it? Then you'll go turning against yourself. Somebody turns against you, you can leave them and go somewhere else. If you turn against yourself, you'll have to live with it forever. So this is all you have to look at it. Something will get you money, something will get you comfort. That's not the point. What you choose to do, will it give you a life? When I say give you a life, are you just trying to make a living, or are you trying to make a life out of this? Is important. Making a living is not an issue. A worm, an insect, a bird, an animal, all of them are making their life, making a living, isn't it? So they're even making a life out of it, but definitely, they're making a living. So making a living with such a big brain is not an issue. Earning your food is not an issue. Making a living is not an issue. Only problem is you want to live like somebody else. That's an endless problem. I want to live is not a problem. I want to live like you. This is a problem. So it is important, if you consider your life as a precious life, you must make sure you make a wonderful life out of this. If your friend does not do well, you'll feel sad about it. If he does very well, you'll feel very sad about it. So you have fixed yourself in such a way, whichever way, you cannot be happy. You're in a self-defeating mode. No matter what happens, you will not be happy. If you want to understand what I am saying, you go and stand out on one of the main streets in Bangalore city. Thank you. Leave the poor people who are selling karlakai on the street, sign, leave them. Only look at those BMWs, Mercedes, and majorities and whatever is going around in Bangalore city. Only look at the dream cars, okay? Because many of you may have dreams also of this. Just look at all these people. You think they are in a profusion of joy driving this car like that? No, only in case it's a stolen car, you see the joy. So success has not brought joy to them. If they fail, of course, they are frustrated because their very mode of approach is like this. If this mode of approach comes, whichever way, it's not going to work because it's not even about you. It's always about somebody else. It's never about you. The simple thing is this. See if your joy, your sadness, your happiness, your misery is determined by something or somebody around you. The chances of you being joyful in your life are remote. Yes or no? Is it true that human experience is created from within? Hello, I'm asking all of you. Is it true that human experience, joy or misery, agony or ecstasy, madness or sanity, everything, is created from inside?